and welcome to the Regional Transit Authority's release of the Regional Master Transit Plan for Southeast Michigan. A plan designed to connect Macomb, Oakland, Washtenaw, and Wayne counties, all 2,600 square miles, 4 million residents, and 1.9 million jobs, with rapid, reliable, regional transit. This is really a great day, and I'm excited to see so many people here, from our community, business, and political leaders, to our transit advocates and committed citizens. As many of you know, I've been working to improve public transportation in Southeast Michigan for over a decade. I'm humbled and honored to participate in this work. No, this mission, to create the connected, coordinated system that is so essential to the future of our entire region. My true hope is that by working together, we will create transit that will empower and connect people, like Andrew and Kendall. Last fall, we received a call from the governor's office about Andrew, a man bound by a wheelchair. He had been wheeling himself almost 2 miles to work every day because he worked in a community without fixed route transit. He feared he would have to quit his job at an upholstery company when the winter came and the snow made it too difficult for him to maneuver. And then there's Kendall, a young Macomb resident who commutes an hour in the wrong direction using transit to get to her job on M59 because there are no rapid, reliable transit options. And of course, we all know the story of James Robertson, the man who walked over 5,000 miles every year for 10 years to get from his home in Detroit to his job in Rochester Hills. Rapid, reliable, regional. You'll be hearing those words a lot today and over the next few months. But what do they really mean? Well, they define what the RTA master plan is really about. Transit that is rapid and will take you to the places you want and need to go quickly and efficiently with premium options that are fast, as fast, or faster than driving yourself. Reliable, with modern, efficient services that can dependably connect you to your job, school, health care, and cultural or sporting events without the stress of driving. Regional, because the RTA, AAATA, DDOT, SMART, the People Mover, and soon M1 Rail will be working together to build upon the transit we already have and provide a seamless network of services that can move everyone around our communities and across our region. Right now, 92% of the jobs in Southeast Michigan cannot be reached within an hour by public transportation. And with the master plan, we can change that. Right now, we are the only major region in the entire United States that does not have coordinated, connected public transportation. And with the master plan, we can change that. Right now, there are thousands upon thousands of fellow citizens whose health, well-being, and economic fortunes would be greatly improved if they could access rapid, reliable regional transit. We have heard their stories, stories like Andrew's and Kendall's, and even Marguerite Maddox, who is here today. Marguerite has been advocating for public transportation since 1999, and I promise you, every public meeting that any of us have been presenting, Marguerite is always there. We can improve this, Marguerite. And together, if we make the creation of rapid, reliable, regional transit our mission, then we can indeed change that. Now, I'd like to invite Paul Hilligans, Chairman of the RTA Board of Directors, to the podium. But before he comes forward, I'd like to thank him for his leadership, wisdom, diplomacy, and for his devotion to the cause of regional transit. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to one of our region's greatest champions, Paul Hilligans.
Tiffany, the feeling is mutual. Isn't Tiffany Gunter wonderful? Thank you to everyone who has come out today. It is truly a privilege for me to serve on an organization that only 3.5 years ago was just a proposal, a bill before the legislature. With support by the governor, legislators and regional leaders, a dedicated board, outstanding staff and consultants, and determined citizen support, the Regional Transit Authority of Southeast Michigan has accomplished a remarkable amount of work in a short amount of time, resulting in the draft master plan we are announcing and celebrating today. We in Southeast Michigan have watched many efforts to advance regional transit come and go through the years. After many failed attempts, we now have an historic opportunity to adopt and implement a comprehensive, well-coordinated, fiscally responsible transit plan that will connect the residents of our region with jobs, vital services, and community amenities, and spur new regional investment and economic opportunity so needed in the highly competitive nation and world we live in. As we take time to celebrate our progress and look forward to the hard work ahead, I want to acknowledge the special individuals whom I have the honor of serving with on the board of directors. Directors who are here, will you please stand and let's recognize them. They represent each of the 4 counties from across our region and the city of Detroit, bringing the unique perspectives, needs, and experiences of their own communities. They bring a passion for a more connected region and improved transit to every meeting, and I thank them for their amazing work. I also would like to thank the elected officials, Providers Advisory Council, and Citizens Advisory Committee, and a coalition for transit members, all of whom are in the room with us today. Would you please stand and all be recognized? It's a big group. You are the community leaders and have been out in front for regional transit in many ways. Several of you traveled to Lansing to push for the establishment of the RTA. You have served on technical and policy committees for rapid transit or for the master plan itself. And you've started the conversation about the immense benefit that this region has available to it. If only we seize this moment and finally establish rapid, reliable regional transit in Southeast Michigan. This truly is a great day for the RTA and a transformative day for Southeast Michigan. So I would now like to bring up the person our board appointed to get us to this point. He's had experience with regional systems that work in Seattle, in Portland, and right next door in Ann Arbor. He understands what transit can do and should do for the people and communities of our region. We are deeply grateful for his leadership and the enormous effort he and his great team have contributed. Please welcome the RTA CEO, Michael Ford.
Thank you, Paul. This is an exciting day for our region. 1 year ago this month, we launched a master planning process to develop an effective public transit plan for Southeast Michigan. Today, we are unveiling that plan to you. Over the past 12 months, we have learned about the challenges that our residents who rely on public transportation face in moving around the region. We know our region ranks near the bottom when it comes to transit spending compared to other regions in the nation. This lack of investment and absence of coordination leads us to the stories that we hear people walking a marathon just to get to work, or leaving home hours ahead of time, making it to a doctor's appointment. We know that we have a disconnected system that requires frequent transfers and has long delays. We know that service is too infrequent, especially at midday and on weekends. We know it needs to operate for longer hours and at times that meet the public's needs. We know that we spend far less on transit than our peer regions like Chicago, Seattle, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. And we know our seniors and people with disabilities do not have united service that empowers mobility independence across the region. We need a region network that will work with local providers that we have today. We need a network that will provide coordination and regional connections to provide seamless network that connects people to jobs, healthcare, education, and to opportunity. That is what we are unveiling today. This is a plan for rapid, reliable regional transit. This plan moves our region light years ahead and makes us competitive with the rest of the nation. This plan will get riders across longer distances and less time connecting communities in all 4 counties. This plan keeps the transit we have now and adds a whole new level of regional transit. I want to take a moment to thank these transit partners for all the work they've done for being at the table with us every step of the way, and as we move forward to create a seamless transit network for Southeast Michigan. The AAATA in Ann Arbor, DDOT in Detroit, SMART in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties, and the People Mover have all been invaluable partners in this effort. Thank you. In just a moment, we will walk you through the plan that we have drafted. After this plan is done, we will start the next crucial piece of this puzzle, getting your feedback and the feedback of people throughout the region. Starting in the next room and continuing throughout the 4 counties, all through June, we'll be holding public meetings and asking people to tell us what they think of this plan. This isn't RTA's plan, it is Southeast Michigan's. This is a blueprint for moving our community forward, and we will all need to work together to make it happen. Now I would like to bring up a senior member of our team to walk us through the details. Ben Stupka, our manager of planning, is a key architect of this progressive plan and will now give us an overview of this plan for rapid, reliable regional transit. Please welcome RTA's Manager of Planning, Ben Stupka.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Michael, for your kind words. I have the most exciting part of the presentation. I actually get to show everybody the master plan. This has been a long time coming, and I'm so excited to be able to share it with people and start hearing your feedback. We've heard the words rapid, reliable, regional. To develop a plan that addresses those needs and what's behind those words, we need to look at a family of transit services. We develop these services into what's called building blocks. So when you look at the executive summary for the master plan, when you look at the master plan itself, all our materials, you'll see the building blocks of transit. That's how we've framed everything out. So every building block, every structure needs a strong foundation. And ours is the existing providers. RTA, DDOT, SMART, and the People Mover, again, are the foundation of the master plan. These local services provide an essential connection into neighborhoods and deliver people close to their destinations. The providers have participated in developing this master plan, but also I want folks to know that along the way we've been working with them to develop regional services that could be implemented before the plan. We've also been working with them on coordination initiatives like developing a regional fare card. We took steps within the master plan to ensure that state and federal resources used to support the providers did not get substantially impacted by the growth of the RTA. And we allow some future growth with those providers. So we need to work together to have this be successful. The next building block, and the largest part of our plan, is the bus rapid transit system. We have bus rapid transit projects on Woodward, Gratiot, Michigan, and Washtenaw Avenues. BRT, bus rapid transit, is light rail on wheels. The majority of the BRT system will operate in bus-only lanes with priority at all traffic signals. This will increase speed and reliability to the point that these systems will be competitive with the automobile. The BRT projects will include large stations every half mile to a mile apart. The stations will include real-time information, pre-boarding ticketing, and level boarding, so folks in wheelchairs, people needing to roll their bikes onto the bus, can just roll directly on. BRT buses will arrive every 10 minutes during the peak period, every 15 minutes, the majority of the rest of the day. BRT is a cost-effective model for delivering regional transit, regional rapid transit. It's been done successfully throughout the world and in several communities in the United States. A key feature of BRT beyond the transit benefits is the economic development benefits associated with the investment. BRT has provided competitive opportunities for economic development. Every place it's been implemented, and we're proud to bring that forward to you in the master plan. The next building block is regional rail. Something I think a lot of people in this room are excited to see. The regional rail service connects downtown Ann Arbor to downtown Detroit along the existing Amtrak line connecting Pontiac into Chicago. This project has been in development for several years, I think almost nearly a decade. And we are truly excited to be able to bring it forward for implementation in the master plan. The project includes stations in Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, Wayne, Dearborn, and in Detroit in the New Center neighborhood. That station would connect directly to the M1 rail. We've also included shuttle services and feeder services in Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti to connect regional rail passengers into those communities and connect people in those communities to the regional rail system. We've also included local bus services and of course the BRT on Michigan Avenue connecting to Dearborn Station. And we will have a dedicated airport express service that will provide a direct connection from the Wayne Station to the airport. The next piece in the master plan is what we call our cross-county connector services. These are planned for 10 corridors in the region. You can see them named here. This service will eliminate the need to transfer between SMART and DDOT in the middle of the day, evening, and on the weekends. It's a huge issue we have in this region. These do away with that. Service frequency on these corridors will match the underlying demand. The majority of them will include 15-minute peak period services, or services where at least double the level of service today. Another key feature of this service, and this is a key and very unique feature, we're going to be implementing this with Smart and DDOT in partnership. Finally, we've included a capital program along with each one of these corridors to ensure we can upgrade stations and have real-time information available on all of these corridors. Commuter Express services. These services are provided during weekdays, AM, PM, rush hours. They provide connections between major employment centers and park and rides, generally with limited stops. They operate very quickly to be competitive with the automobile, but again, they are focused on the commute period. Next, we have 8 local service routes. These routes are connections to key job centers that do not currently have transit service. Some of these routes are extensions of existing service, some are brand new altogether. The service is designed to be similar to the bus services we currently have in Southeast Michigan, but it will connect people into the faster regional system and again, fill large gaps in our existing transit system. The next building block is 5 airport express services that connect directly to Metro Airport. This was probably the most popular item we heard about in all of our public outreach. It's true. The service will travel regularly throughout the day and will be scheduled to match peak airport period service. The routes will have limited stops, very traveler-oriented, mainly with a combination of stops will be in areas with employment, hotels, highway access, and parking. We built this service to operate 365 days a year. This is a high-quality service with amenities such as onboard Wi-Fi and, of course, luggage storage for travelers. The next piece is the M1 rail streetcar, now called the Q line. This connects New Center neighborhood in Detroit to downtown Detroit. The streetcar will be modern, hybrid electrified urban rail service, traveling in both mixed traffic and dedicated lanes. The streetcar is anticipated to be open in 2017, and the master plan assumes that the RTA takes over management of that service in 2024. The next program we have in the master plan is a combination of paratransit and mobility management services. ADA Paratransit is on-demand, door-to-door service, which is already provided by our providers in the region today within 3/4 of a mile of their fixed route service area. The master plan will improve these services in 2 key ways. First, the reality of having a regional network will allow us to deliver 1-seat ADA paratransit rides within 3/4 of a mile of our network. Thanks, Tiffany. There we go. All right. Second, we will work with existing providers to implement regional service that will make the ADA paratransit service more legible for customers. So this could be things like having a regional eligibility screening process or having a regional travel training program. The next piece of this program is mobility management. Mobility management includes a range of services and programs to help people understand their travel options and match users with appropriate options and choices, regardless of providers. The master plan will improve these services by implementing a one-click, one-call center and website that will easily provide accessible source for routes, schedules, fares, trip planning, and mobility management throughout the region. And information will be included for the existing providers, the RTA system, nonprofits, human services, and medical services, all of which are providing trips today. So one place to connect everybody. The master plans also seek to look for innovative mobility partnerships to spread the reach of the RTA network and provide better solutions for what we call the first and last mile of customer trips. This could include partnerships with companies like Uber and Lyft, partnering on bike sharing projects, developing park and ride facilities that include car sharing services, and working with large employers and institutions to develop shuttle programs. This is truly a unique opportunity to build creative solutions for mobility. And although I cannot verify it, I think this is going to be the largest investment in mobility management in the United States. The final piece, and one I think a lot of people have been waiting for, one we've already been working on, the regional fare card, the piece that brings everything together. Simply, this will allow customers to use one card to pay the fare on any of the services offered in the region. Beyond that, the master plan envisions developing newer technology that integrates real-time information with fares so that you can easily use a smartphone to get on a bus, and looking at many other methods of providing access to the service. This is a key place for moving forward with different technologies, and again, something we're already implementing with the providers. And that, quite simply, is our rapid, reliable, regional master plan.
Thank you, Ben. This plan represents a major milestone in enhancing our region's mobility and connects our communities in ways that they've never been connected before. This July, the RTA Board of Directors will be asked formally to adopt the master plan. Then, to implement the plan, we are proposing a property tax of 1.2 mils for the next 20 years. This millage would equate to about $8 per month for the average home in Southeast Michigan. It would yield $2.9 billion over the next 20 years. And combined with federal and state funds and grants, it would result in $4.6 billion to create rapid, reliable regional transit in our region. Voters in the four-county region of Southeast Michigan will be asked to consider the RTA millage proposal later this year in the November election. I now want to share with you a video our team put together that summarizes this plan and the work that we've done to get to this point. It provides a vision of a new day in Southeast Michigan's transit. Let's take a look.
Detroit and Southeast Michigan are moving ahead with an energy that has captivated the nation. Businesses are moving in, job opportunities are expanding, and tourism is increasing. But one thing that holds us back from even greater prosperity and a better quality of life is the lack of a connected regional public transportation network. The Regional Transit Authority of Southeast Michigan, RTA, was established to fix that. Its goal is to coordinate and invest in regional public transportation services to connect Macomb, Oakland, Washtenaw, and Wayne counties, and to connect over 2,600 square miles, 4 million residents, and 1.9 million existing jobs. Over the past 12 months, the RTA has been talking with the community, its leaders, business owners, employees, and current transit providers about how we can shape a network that connects our four counties. Right now, transit service in the region is provided by 4 transit providers: AAATA, DDOT, DTC, which operates the People Mover, SMART, and beginning in 2017, M1 Rail, which will operate the Q Line. Together, these transit providers operate 107 fixed routes that serve 156,000 passengers every weekday, mostly using traditional bus service. But compared to most major urban areas, regional services in Southeast Michigan are deficient in 7 key ways. Service levels across our region are too low. So most people with other options don't use mass transit. The service is too infrequent, especially at midday and on weekends. In Wayne, Macomb, and Oakland counties, transit services primarily run to and from downtown, not across the region or to the airport. It is difficult to transfer between the 4 transit systems. Riders with special needs find varying service quality across the region, and many are literally left at the border between counties. Our region ranks near the bottom when it comes to transit spending compared to peer regions. And 92% of jobs in the region cannot be reached within 60 minutes using existing transit. These are the problems we face. But the RTA is here to provide a blueprint for rapid, reliable regional transit. Southeast Michigan covers a wide geographic area, so major transit lines are needed to move people from county to county across long distances in less time without transfers or delays. 4 bus rapid transit, or BRT lines, will be built along Woodward, Gratiot, Michigan, and Washtenaw Avenues, 4 of the region's major transportation corridors. BRT buses are like rail cars on wheels with technology that moves riders quickly along their routes. BRT includes modern efficiencies such as pre-board ticketing, signal priority to keep the light green, level boarding for easy access, and the newest vehicles. These lines have fewer stations, usually every mile, which means the bus stops less and allows passengers to get to their destinations faster. The Gratiot BRT line will run from Mount Clemens to Detroit, connecting Macomb and Wayne County. The Woodward line will run from Pontiac to downtown Detroit, with stops throughout southern Oakland County, Highland Park, New Center, Midtown, and other locations connecting Oakland and Wayne counties. The Michigan line will provide the first rapid connection to Detroit Metro Airport and connect the airport to downtown Detroit. The Washtenaw line will connect downtown Ann Arbor with downtown Ypsilanti. The master plan also includes a regional rail line between Ann Arbor and Detroit with stops in Ypsilanti, Wayne, and Dearborn. This service will connect Wayne and Washtenaw counties by providing 8 round trips per day for daily commuters, along with midday and later night connections for entertainment and day trips. There must be reliable connections that link community to community and people with jobs, healthcare, retail, education, and entertainment. The RTA master plan includes a network of cross-county connectors that are faster and move seamlessly between counties. They will run along Grand River, 8 Mile, Jefferson, 12 Mile, Van Dyke, and other major roadways. Commuter express lines will be established to increase service at peak times of the day, allowing for ease of travel to and from work. Commuter express lines will run along M59, I-75, and from Ann Arbor to Canton. To bridge the gap in some places that are completely unserved by transit today, several local lines will be extended to connect more communities, including Farmington, Rochester, and Livonia. Reliability in service extends beyond just existing or new transit routes. New stations, off-board ticketing, next vehicle arrival information, and the newest in vehicle technology will create a system that delivers on-time, dependable service throughout the region. Taking care of seniors and residents with disabilities, no matter where they live, is a cornerstone of this plan. It will make services available throughout the 4 counties without calls to multiple providers to schedule your trip. Just one call. One-click service through an RTA-run call center that provides information about routes, schedules, and arranging rides throughout the entire network. This service will be available to everyone. Finally, the master plan includes the creation of a universal fare card that will allow access to every service and route throughout the network. To make rapid, reliable regional transit a reality, voters in Southeast Michigan will be asked to consider a 1.2 mil property tax on November 8, 2016. This equals about $95 per year, or just under $8 per month for the average home. Working together, we can create a rapid, reliable regional transit system to connect Oakland, Macomb, Wayne, and Washtenaw counties. Transit that will connect to 1.9 million existing jobs, 23 colleges, and 310 schools and Head Start facilities, 22 hospitals, over 100 grocery stores, over 410 parks, and 47 libraries. It will also ensure mobility independence for seniors and people with disabilities, and directly support 67,844 new jobs over the next 20 years. Now is the time to invest in rapid, reliable regional transit and the future of our region. This is our new day with the RTA and with rapid, reliable regional transit for all.
I love that video. I hope you feel the same. This plan has something in it for everyone. Even if you think you'll never ride transit yourself, here are some numbers that you might appreciate. Over the next 20 years, investment in new transit infrastructure is projected to directly support over 67,000 new jobs, add $6 billion in additional gross regional product, and increase personal income by $4.4 billion. All this, plus helping people like Andrew and Kendall, and many of our fellow citizens get to work, school, medical care, and the other places they need to go. If you would like to see this video again, it's now live on our website and social media pages. Get moving, Billy, wherever you are. Make sure I'm telling the truth. So please, share it with your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, and social networks. We're near the end of our presentation, but before we leave this room and move down the hall to our master plan open house, I have a few important items. First, excuse me, as you've heard, many people have been involved in creating the master plan. But there are some people who have worked with Michael, Ben, and I day and night. And I mean that literally. Would members of our RTA staff please stand? Jenny Licklider. Jenny is still working. She's somewhere out there. She doesn't stop. Lucas Rickstock, also somewhere working. And Travis Garnier, he's in this room. Travis traveled back from Chicago, where he is beginning his career as a lawyer and adjudicator, to be with us today. Also, with the master plan team led by HNTV, who is already standing, just come forward a bit and be acknowledged. And with the Woodward and Gratiot BRT team led by Parsons Brinkerhoff, please stand. The Michigan Avenue and Washtenaw BRT teams, led by AECOM, please stand and be recognized. Would the members of the Citizens Advisory Council who are present here today, please stand. Now, let's get back to that mission I mentioned earlier. To make rapid, reliable, regional transit a reality, the RTA is going to need everyone's help to spread the word and get others involved. Tell everyone you know that we need a solid, dependable public transportation system in Southeast Michigan. Talk to your friends, strangers, neighbors, and co-workers about transit and the changes we can bring about. Talk about our regional transit challenges and the master plan solutions that you've heard here today. Link to our website and share the master plan video and follow us on social media. Please come to our 8 community meetings in all 4 counties throughout the month of June and bring someone, no, scratch that, bring lots of people with you. The meeting schedule is printed on the back of your programs, and we have flyers with the schedule along with our brand new transit map and county by county brochures that you can take back to your communities. It's all just down the hall in our master plan resource room. Just follow the signs and our volunteers in their lovely, rapid, reliable, regional t-shirts. To all of you, we're repetitive here. You guys are getting the message, right? Yeah. To all of you, on behalf of Team RTA, thank you for all your support and for being here today. Let's continue to work together. This is our new day with the RTA, and together we will create, everybody, say it with me now, rapid, reliable, regional transit for all. Thank you very much.